We are live.
No.
Hello, everyone. I just want to make sure you can hear me okay. Can you hear me? We have a new camera set up, so we want to make sure everyone can hear us okay with no echoes or weird background noise. And I'm just going to go in and say
We're
hello.
outside today.
And we are on a patio. So there's a little bit of a glare with the sun.
Glaring in.
Yeah. So if we're like this, just that's why. It's a different setting.
I could go get my sunglasses.
Just make sure you can hear us okay. If we need to talk louder, we can. So we can bring the microphone in closer too, so it's right here. So I'm just going to say hello to everybody. Hi, Dallas. Happy thoughts. Butterfly Queen. Let's see. Maverick. Hey, Maverick and Jeff.
Oh, let's see.
And CJ and Eric. Time will pass. And so Maverick.
Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, that's cool. Little Red Riding Hood and Jay.
Grow.
Grow. And
what are you growing, Grow?
So Maverick says this live and some Rick Ferens is all the JW stuff I can handle. So much gaslighting and cult right now. Oh, yeah. That is true. It's true. Yeah.
Booker T. Time will pass. Everybody's here.
Yeah. Hello.
Growing in faith. Okay, good.
Patio furniture. I know. Yes, it's really warm today. It's very hot, sunny. It's a pretty day. So we just thought it would be nice to go outside for a change. And Maris T.
Hey, welcome.
Hello
from Wales.
All
right.
All right. Yay.
Everybody welcome Maris T.
Yes, welcome. Oh.
Butterfly Queen.
Yeah, Butterfly Queen. How are we doing? And little Joey. We are good.
Joey's
right
wandering around the patio here.
He is with us right now. And
all right, guys, I guess everybody saw that there's a new elders manual.
Yeah, just a little update on that. Hi, SD. Oh, interesting. Black Anglican. Hello from Canada. And let's see. All right, so that's cool. So so we got a few people here. We appreciate you coming in today. I want to also do a quick shout out to all of the YouTube members and also to the Patreon members. We really appreciate your support. And we have a new store now. So there has been some updates with that store. So if you click on something and it says this is no longer available, just go under the three lines over to the left and you can see all the products because I've had to change some things on there. So, and YouTube hasn't caught up to that yet. So just FYI. So we have like a few t-shirts like a Cult Survivor. Let's see, the other one was about what was that? The Fall of Watchtower.
Yeah. That one actually looks really good.
Yeah, that one is the one where we had to change it a little bit because you don't want the background showing up, so that way if you choose a different color of a t-shirt, it will look right. So I had to change some things with that. So anyways, that's what's going on so far. And then also we wanted to share with you you probably heard the latest update on the Elders Manual.
Yeah.
And Wally shared some info on that, so did Fixing My Faith. So we appreciate their information on that.
And the worst JW broadcasting ever.
Oh, yes. And then the worst.
Guys, I'm going to post one probably Monday, Tuesday. But this is so bad, it was hard to figure out something to post about it. It was like uneventful.
Yeah. Time for a book burning of the old Elders Manual. I love that.
This Elders Manual is terrible. Oh, by the way, Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Facts on JW. I'm Anthony. This is KC. And you're watching live the Facts on JW.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So this Elder's Manual was basically, it's the same as the old one, but the new one. It's just a lot thinner. But they hit everything like, I don't know if you saw Fixing My Faith. He also done a rebuttal on it. But
yeah,
they basically hit everything in there. They still do the shunnings. They just word it a little differently. It's all the same doctrine. It's just hid and worded a little differently. Same stuff.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe you could share with us like some of the stuff that they have changed. Booker T says, 2 elders came to my house unannounced and said they want to talk to me because they heard that I said some apostate things to my JW brother. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I remember going.
How annoying is that? It's like you have to be careful with what you share with people because it can come back on you.
I just told them if they come back to my house, let's call the police on them. So that's enough. Don't come here. You're not welcome.
The difference is sometimes, we do care about the people that we love, like it's your brother, and you don't want to lose that relationship with them. That's where you have to be extra careful with how you word things. Sorry.
Joey, come here.
So,
Joey.
I thought the Bible was supposed to guide the elders. I know.
Yeah, right. Gossiping bunch. Yeah, grab him. We're outside and the swimming pool is like right there and some people are there. So, you want to put him in or you want him to say hey to everybody first?
Okay. Say hey.
Say hey.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah. There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Everybody, Joey says hey.
Dallas, hi Dallas. And Dallas says hello to everyone. And then let's see. The Elder's Manual is polishing the 3rd edition.
This one here is just thinner, but what they've done is they've took and reworded a lot of things, but it's the same old stuff. It hasn't really changed. I mean, basically it becomes clickbait. Do you want to talk about it? It's the same thing. It's just they're trying to hide things because of all the lawsuits, but it doesn't protect them from the lawsuits. It's hilarious. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay.
Just ask
a lawyer would pick through it real quick and it'd be over.
Yeah. Just ask the elders if they have 2 witnesses. I like that. That's true. Yep. Yeah, if they decide to come to your house. Of course, I'm sure they will come with more than one.
Oh my, last week I was doing something and you left, right? You went to the bathroom or something. Uh-huh. And I was reading the thing about stoning. And I said, this serious. And I realized my brain was saying desires, but my words come out. It was like, ah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And anyway, the reason I brought that up is I did that again when I was reading that Elder's Manual. I was like, I had to go back and reread this stupid thing.
So Jeff says they streamlined the lingo in the new manual to prevent legal exposure. Yeah.
Correct. Yes, that's why they did it. But it's still, if you read it, it's the same stuff. You're like, okay, they just worded it a little differently to get the same outcome.
And can the elders disfellowship or remove a person if they refuse to meet? That's a good question. I would say they have done that. Yes, if they feel that they have enough evidence against you for something, they can go ahead and do that. They're not supposed to, but they can.
They can. The elders can disfellowship you without. No, they can actually do. If they send you a letter in the mail, and they tell you to show up, and you do not, they can disfellowship you.
Right. So yeah, they can.
It has happened.
So let's see. I was flabbergasted that viewing CPN was not abuse. Yeah, so that was the latest update on the Elder's Manual. Is they're not considering it a crime? When it should be.
Yeah.
And obviously it is.
And don't say what it is.
No, we all know.
Strikes left and right over that.
But
Which is sad that they're giving strikes to people for talking about something like that. But who
right,
said
so
that?
that's happy thoughts. So that's
Yeah.
one thing is the is
She's
that,
always
and
on
then
it.
the other thing is they were saying that if you if there is any kind of issue going on,
Yeah.
then you are to, instead of, they used to say that contact the legal department. Now they're saying to contact the secretary. They're not
Yeah.
saying call the police, which is really what you should be doing.
Yeah, they don't.
So-
They don't. That's not even a question.
Yes. Oh, Jay says I should have been removed 1,000 times for apostasy. Yeah. And you haven't. So, and that's unusual. I think it a lot depends on the elders you're dealing with. Too.
Yeah. But if they actually follow the manual, they are. And guys, I posted a thing about aid to Bible understanding the other day. That's 1971 edition, talking about stoning. But in 2023, what is insight in the scripture? Is that what it was?
We continue to see where they don't care about the people, only money. And that is so true. And I like what you say, Jeff. Jay, you're not trying hard. We're getting kicked out, step the game up. Yes. You're not trying hard enough.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's considered brazen conduct if you don't show up. Yes, that's true.
Right.
They do like to use those words, don't they? Okay, so time will pass as they made my sister and niece go to the judicial meeting, so they had 2 witnesses. Okay, that's weird.
That is funny.
So we do have that as the update with the elders manual. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, Jeff, you're funny. You thought getting
Yeah, insight on scriptures. It's the 2023 edition where they still put the same thing that was in Aid to Bible Understanding, exact same wording. Actually, it's a little bit more in depth
About what now?
about stoning people.
Yeah. And Jeff says he thought getting stoned was related to, yeah. I don't know if I should say all that. Anyways. But that's funny though.
Where?
Right here.
You got all right, I'm confused. I thought getting stoned was related
Okay,
to
don't say it out loud. That's funny. And I like that. But yeah, but they do say that. They have said that to people.
Yeah.
And it's really sad. But you know, they don't care about your feelings.
Well, that's how they kept the congregations clean back
So
in the old
supposedly
days.
clean, you know.
And they kept from bringing reproach on Jehovah's name by stoning the people.
But that's funny though, that they're so like gung ho about eliminating people and kicking people out left and right.
That's why their numbers are so small.
But they're going to go out in field service and preach to people, but at the same time, they're going to kick you out. So how are you supposed to keep people in?
We noticed something when we went to the convention. They made a statement that, you know how they always have talked about numbers and they're growing and they're getting bigger. And they're always talking about numbers. Well, this convention, they says, oh, but it's not the quantity, it's the quality. We
Yeah.
know we're the smallest of religions. And he said, what, 1 out of 1,000, I think he said, is a JW,
Yeah.
which is the smallest of any religious groups, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, but it means that our quality is better. I was like, oh, so now they're changing what they say.
They also at the same time have to go and badmouth Christians.
Oh, those bad
because
mouth
they were
number,
like, oh, Christians, they're just so proud of
yeah.
all
Haughty.
the people they have, and that's all they care about. They don't do that. They don't mention like, oh, look at us, we're growing leaps and bounds and blah 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 blah. They don't even talk about that.
Catholics have 1 billion members. Do you ever hear them mention it?
Yeah, I know.
Most people don't even know they have that many members.
I just told one of the elders last month that I don't believe in the organization. Oh wow. Well, we gotta hear from you, Jay. We want to hear your story.
Oh yeah, Jeff. Yes, half of them are probably PMO.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of them in there definitely.
But it's so sad because any
Emos.
Kingdom Hall you go to, and I mean, this is nationwide, well, the United States, they're all half of where they were. So it's falling quick, real quick.
Brazen conduct is multiple false predictions and then gaslighting the members after for getting it wrong, right? Because they, like 1975, they were told that the end could be coming in that year, but when it didn't happen, they gaslight the members and saying it was their fault for not having enough faith and not understanding and blah blah blah. Aid to Bible twisting book. It says an aid to Bible understanding. I like that.
Yep.
Honor
and then inside don't
killings.
screw it. Yeah. That's basically what it is. Yeah.
Well, so what they do is if they could stone you to death, they would.
Didn't
But
they basically tell you that?
there are some cultures that do that.
Yeah.
But,
don't Sikh do that, and Muslims?
Some, and some certain cultures in India, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Not all, but it just depends on how strict they are, I guess. What about they own the hall, but if someone gets damaged, it's on the congregation? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
As Jeff says.
Oh, right. And that's another thing is the Kingdom Halls.
Brazen narcissist. Yes, you're right.
The Kingdom Halls belong to Watchtower. Like you're supposed to go in, and I think that's also part of the manual, is that you're supposed to go in and take care of all of the expenses and the upkeep and everything, but they don't own it. The Kingdom Halls are not owned by the congregation. They're owned by Watchtower. Hope you got sunscreen and an umbrella, maybe. I know.
Man, I'm telling you.
I probably should get my hat or some glasses, or might have to go inside.
I don't burn. I think I might be sunburned a little bit.
They used to really tear into Catholics during the Rutherford days. That's true, they did.
They still do.
Mm-hmm. Seems like they don't as much talk about them, but they did a lot in the beginning.
Yeah.
And the elders announced
that's sad.
a 13-year-old girl as being reproved, and she was in the back crying her eyes out. Oh my goodness. Her father was a ministerial servant, and he later got deleted, of course, because they would say that if you are an elder, a ministerial servant, and you can't take the lead in the congregation if you can't take care of your family. So they end up removing them not disfellowshipping them, but they're no longer able to be elders and ministerial servants. But it's really sad to see a 13-year-old girl.
That's crazy.
Stupid. Yes. She probably didn't even do anything big. And that's another thing is that they, with the updates with the Elders Manual, if there is any kind of CSA going on, the victims are sometimes seen as responsible and that it's their fault for it happening. And yet the ones who are actually the perpetrators end up like they just get a slap on the wrist. It's really twisted. So that's one thing.
Off. He's smarter than all of us.
It's kind of hot out here, so he went inside to cool off.
The thing that gets me really ticked off is I listen to the governing body talk, and they talk and talk, giving them money, blah, 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 talking about how, people should help each other. And man, the governing body, the branch never helps no one at all. Zero. Mm-hmm. The members, they ask the members to help people, and the branch takes the credit. Has anybody noticed this? That is the most aggravating thing there is. It's the people that do the work and money out of their pockets, and the branch takes the credit for it, while they keep every penny that's donated to them and do zero. And if they do help someone during crisis, it's only a Jehovah's Witness. And if they rebuild a house for you, they ask you to sign the insurance over, and they get their people to do the free labor, and they get the amount of money that it normally would have cost sent to them. So they're making money on national disasters. Ridiculous.
Ooh, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
Jehovah owns the kingdom halls. That's the BS we put up with.
Oh yeah, I know, man. That's ridiculous. It's like, everybody signed their kingdom halls over to the branch, and now they can do with it what they will: sell them, kick them people out, do what they want, merge everybody together. As few people as they've got, real soon they're going to have to start doing some mergers, and I don't know, it's going to be some big time sell-offs.
Oh, hi, Cool Sense. He says greetings. And I like what Jeff says here. It would be epic if a congregation staged a revolt against the governing body, but it would never happen. But
No,
we
it
can
would
only
be epic,
dream. That would be interesting. But really, what it will have to be is
Happy Thought says that happened, and the elders were dismissed, and another group of elders were brought in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yes, I noticed when I was still in how the org would take credit for the local congregation. Yeah, that's true. They do constantly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
They obviously.
And okay, so QC Man, hi. He says they tried to be sneaky with 1975 by not being as explicit with the predictions as 1925, but brothers gave talks saying it, and the literature still strongly implied it. Then they memory hole it. Mm-hmm. Yep, and they blame the members for it. Oh,
QC
they left
Man,
because it was not coming in the time that they thought it should, because peace and security was supposed to happen then, and it didn't.
what they actually did was, they just reworded it to sound a little bit like they are doing something. But if you read into it and then go look up the shunning or look up their policies, it's still the exact same thing in the elders manual. It's just thinned down and worded differently to get to the same exact result.
Okay. Colson says, I spoke to the JW elder at my job, told him I saw the new light about college, and I caught him off guard. Oh, that's good. I know, because actually, that's so new that, we always were under the impression that higher education, aka college, was frowned upon. It really was. It really was. So it's crazy how they can just change their wording, or they can change their rules on a whim whenever they feel like it, and everybody will comply.
Unfortunately, I don't think college will wake. I think it will wake some up, but no, because look at the groups of people that really force college that are still cults, and people stay in. So it depends on how brainwashed they are in it.
Yeah.
And their families.
Yeah.
Because cults usually take away family if you don't follow.
Right. That's really what makes a cult, is they would have to do some shunning, something harsh. They obviously tried to have the legal department soften the elders manual in tone, but how much did that actually change? Yeah, nothing. It doesn't change. That's true, like you said, right? It just doesn't really change, because they're just going to going to follow anyways.
Jay, that's right. Those food boxes during COVID, they got caught with that one. That was hilarious.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and they got caught with the Red Cross bucket sent into Haiti. That was kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah, so they claimed that they were helping, and they don't help. They don't do any community service whatsoever. And also, they don't help their own. I mean, very little. The ones who do help is kind of on their own, like just individual Jehovah's Witnesses that help other Jehovah's Witnesses. And that was the thing about this latest broadcast, which we've been working on it, but it's kind of like Wally says, pointless broadcast. They were trying to give you this illusion of love bombing. Oh, you just have to go out and help your brothers and sisters whenever they need help. And donate, give them some food and things, and comfort them and things like that. But of course, it's all just conditional love, because the moment that you're inactive, or you're disfellowship, or you're not doing enough, they have nothing to do with you.
Yep.
It's all conditional love. And even then, it's not the best anyways. Or like that one lady said, she was like, yeah, she lost, I think her father passed away, But then but then she ended up, she said her brother left Jehovah, as there is such a thing. You don't leave Jehovah. You leave an organization that's man-made with a bunch of silly rules. Thank you, QC Man. You gifted 1 Facts on JW membership. Thank you so much.
Esty, you're exactly right. It's the Japanese law. It's why they changed college, because Japanese really frown on that. And they changed it, but it's too little too late in Japan, because they still do the beating children and all that crap.
No Spring Chicken. I like that name.
Yeah.
I was at my mom's.
And QC Man, thanks. Got the gift membership.
Yep, I mentioned that. And No Spring Chicken, you were at your mom's for COVID, and she got a food box. I would not touch it. I told her to give it to a needy neighbor, but she wouldn't. Oh, well, that was nice that you were at least thoughtful.
Cool Sense, New Light does wake some people up, but those real hardcore believers stay right there.
Yes. Pep, hi Pep. I saw an interesting interview with an Exjw who left due to the organization's stance on vaccines. Oh, he believes the Watchtower were working with the government. Wow. Well, that's an interesting reason to leave. Because for me, it's more about like the doctrines than anything else. And let's see, we had Maverick says they got 20 years or so of non-internet time past 1975 to try and bury the great disappointment. But all lies have been resurrected for the next 1,000 years. That's right. That's true. Yeah. So there is. So we have the governing. I mean the update on the in that Elders Manual, of course, and then we also have the JW broadcasting as the last. The broadcast was basically just, I just felt like it was pointless. Like I mentioned, the whole love bombing thing. Is there anything else that you would say that you noticed about the broadcast that was like something you'd want to mention?
I was bored to tears watching it. The song was a little better than some, but it was still terrible. James Mance is the most monotone, boringest man on the planet. Yeah, that's about it. I mean,
yeah. I mentioned the whole love bombing.
I mean, it's
thing.
just they got to tell the witnesses, they have to tell them to be nice to each other. That's pretty freaking crazy. And they're just robots. That's when I was watching that, I was thinking in my mind that these people are nothing but robots that just follow whatever they're told.
And also they would tell me, they would say, widen out. You have to widen out more. And that got annoying because you don't always feel like you want to you can't force people to go and say hello and socialize. It has to come naturally. And they want to force socialization and then take it away.
Yep.
Whenever it's not right anymore for them. So Happy Thoughts, you saw somewhere that Watchtower has shares in Pfizer's.
Oh, I love the poison bread illustration. That's hilarious.
Would you like to talk about that?
Who's that?
The poison bread.
I mean, everybody knows that by now. The governing body guy, I can't remember his name. Cook, was it? He took and poured the dye on the bread and said, talking about, look, that's how sin is. Poured it on the bread.
Okay. Hi, Jenny. Hello, everyone. She says they're all boring except for the crazy guy with the poison bread. Oh, yes, that's true. They are boring.
Jeff said, I widen out. Turns out all those worldly friends are great.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We went from Last of the Last Days to Armageddon Might Not Come in Your Lifetime. I know, it's crazy. Like, we all know the...
Flodine, that was it. Thank you.
the November article coming out this year about how elderly people might not be able to, they might not see the end in their lifetime. But it was supposed to be the final part of the last days.
Happy thoughts. I knew you'd get it.
Oh, they had a part on the convention on how JW high school kids witness to gay teenagers.
What?
I think I remember that part.
Well, that's
Oh yeah,
good.
I think I remember that. No, it's just they witness to them in school.
Okay.
Yeah.
While they talk crap about them and make them feel really terrible about themselves. Great.
Yeah. If Jesus is the light of the world, who is the new light? If Jesus is the light of the world, then who is the new light? I know. It's a good point.
Oh, wait a minute. It might be the light bringer himself.
Oh.
Morning Star.
Oh, here we go. Shaq the composer. Hello. How are you? Oh, look at this. Mapolini. 666.
Oh, really?
Hi, everyone. Kisses from Finland.
Hey.
Hello, Finland. So cool. We
Yeah.
love to see people
Got
from
Wales,
all over the
Finland,
world.
UK, man.
Yeah.
Japan. We're worldwide.
Yeah. Yeah. Different places in the U.S. Oh, and also, they have a new song.
Yes, they do.
Well,
I
did
mentioned
you-
that.
did
That
you-
was terrible.
Did you all hear?
It was better than normal, but better. But terrible.
Did y'all hear the new song? We didn't. We haven't played it, of course. Because I don't think that.
You hadn't. Oh yeah, we can't play.
I
it
don't
on
think
here.
we can
No.
play those kinds of songs.
No. I wish we could.
Yeah, we just don't want to have any problems with
I want to rock.
copyright. But we could read the lyrics.
I want
Sanderson has the potential to be an engaging speaker, but since he's peddling lies and nonsense, he just comes across as condescending. That's true.
Mama.
Yeah, they do have a new song. Yeah, I don't know if you knew, but that's just on the latest broadcast. So I would have to go and listen to it and write down the lyrics, and then maybe I can share that. You might have to go inside because there's some people out here that are noisy. Do you want to go inside?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
People just being people. Everybody's
Do you
happy.
think, can you hear us okay? We just don't want too much background noise. Did the organization
Did the organization plagiarize Metallica song?
I know. Sing
Creeping
it.
Death.
I know.
If you don't know the song, look it up.
Yeah.
Metallica.
Yeah. So,
Sit on there, carry that second
Um,
thing. The second one.
okay. Let's see what else. Oh, yeah. So something else I wanted to mention was there is
Yeah, it's all good.
what's his name? Mark O'Donnell. He has a GoFundMe
yeah.
page. I just found it on Reddit. So I was going to try to find it again and post it up here. But for now, I can't find it at the moment. I'll have to go research again. But I don't know if you knew this or not, but Mark O'Donnell has a GoFundMe page. So if anyone wants to donate to his page, they can to help support his legal problems. Private
Yeah, definitely, man. Mark O'Donnell, he chose to settle it out of court, which I think he should have fought it, but it's settled. It's done. I mean, maybe they was going to win because I was reading the final verdict on that, the settlement, and they had him for wiretapping. So that's a hard one, man. You do not want to get caught with that one.
Yeah. So the annual meeting is in less than a month. Yep. Saturday, October 4th. Maybe a Pimo Bethelite will leak a link to watch it live like last year. That would be great. So hopefully we can. That would be so nice. So Jay, you heard
Yeah,
that
he did
Mark
settle out of court, Jay. And if he would not have,
settle, yeah.
most likely would have been a very ugly situation for him.
But he's still needing the money to pay for.
Yes, he's got to pay $215,000.
Some people have. I did look on there. Some people have donated, but I hate that happened to him.
Me too. Whether you love him, hate him, doesn't matter. You know, we're not here to cast judgment on people. It's in the X community. here to support and help everyone. So
And I mean, that's all that Mark was doing.
no matter who they are,
Mark was trying to expose
right?
what was going on, where they weren't coming forth
Right.
when to the authorities when they should have, and that's
Right.
really all that was.
He
about.
tried. His intentions were great.
Yeah, that's true. So, what if there's a sleeper agent on the annual meeting, like the Manchurian Candidate? If they
Oh,
hear
that'd be
the
great.
code word, they'll take down Watchtower Live on stage.
That would be hilarious.
That would be.
You know what? One of these days, guys, it's happened once, but nowadays, if a governing body leaves and they go public, think about what would really happen. One governing body member today leaves and exposes all of their hidden umbrella companies, the hidden money, everything that they're doing that's illegal as crap.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the end of it. Nail in the coffin over.
What would the code word be if there was that sleeper agent on the annual meeting?
Jim Jones.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
No.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
No, it's a trigger word.
Yeah.
Whatever. Kool-Aid. Just that. Kool-Aid.
Well, it was Flavor Aid, though.
Okay. We're going to go with Kool-Aid. That sounds better. Is Tony Morris inactive or disfellowship? Okay, that's a good question. He is not disfellowshipped. He was the only thing that was ever mentioned publicly is that he is no longer a governing body member. But there was no mention that he was ever disfellowshipped. I believe that he believed in the Watchtower organization, and since he wasn't going along with a lot of their new light, I don't think he agreed with it, and that's why they removed him as a governing body member.
Diet Kool-Aid.
But he's not disfellowshipped. And as far as him going to the meetings and stuff, I'm not so sure. I mean, what's the point? Do you think Anthony Morris is going to the meetings?
From what I've heard and what we know, I mean, we're not far from there. It's no.
He's not. He's not going to the
No.
meetings.
I heard his wife's been seen there, but not him.
His
so.
wife, but Tony is marked as bad association.
I think he's doing Zoom, and I think there's a reason for it. So
And the reason is?
because they don't want him.
He's a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
He could just explode any moment.
Yeah, because he really,
And
there's
say-
no doubt in my mind, he really believed. He was like one of the real believers.
Like if they
And that's why they got rid of him.
if he got subpoenaed to court, he's just gonna, say everything that's on his mind.
No, he would follow theocratic warfare. He would follow theocratic warfare.
Theocratic warfare, yes, of course. But that's gonna make him look bad anyways.
Yeah,
Following theocratic warfare.
because
And that's
he's
what
not
they're
smart
scared
enough to figure out how to word that. I mean, he's a smart guy, but he ain't that smart because he's tickled himself.
Would JWs drink the Kool-Aid if the governing body would tell them so?
Yes, absolutely. 100% believe that.
We do believe that.
I mean, come on. They can tell them when and where not to wear beards. They can tell them how to dress, what to look like, what to believe in. They tell them everything like children. So yeah, they would drink it absolutely. They have to even tell them to be nice to each other.
Yeah. My code word would be evidently. They'll flip in the first 5 minutes of the meeting.
Do what?
Jeff says his code word would be evidently.
Oh,
They
yeah.
flip in the first 5 minutes. They'll say that word a lot again.
They do.
I know, discernment. How many times
no.
you hear that word?
They don't use it as much, though.
Discernment.
God, they used to use it a lot.
As far as we know, Morris is still an active witness. That is true.
Yes.
He goes to a kingdom hall. Yes.
No, he does not go to Kingdom Hall that we know of. If he does, we don't know where.
Well, we know he was supposedly living in Lumberton, North Carolina.
Actually, yeah, he is living in Lumberton, North Carolina.
But is he going to the meetings?
No,
How do you know that?
I just do. And he's doing Zoom.
Okay.
The only person been sought those meetings is his wife occasionally, which means if it's only occasionally, that means they're both doing Zoom.
Apparently, Mark helped out during the Australian Royal Commission. I think he provided the branch overseer's manual. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. Ooh, who's the governing body member with glasses, dark hair, and no personality? I haven't seen him. I'm missing something. That's the Is that
Is that the realtor guy?
Kevin? Keith? Yeah, Keith. Yeah, I never see him either. They say, and that might be why he's not on there much, because he has no personality. Yeah, I know. You've seen him and you thought he's a terrible speaker. He just doesn't have
Oh,
good
yeah.
skill.
No,
I think his name is Keith.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Kenneth
Yeah.
something. Anyways, maybe somebody
Kenneth
can
Cook.
correct. Yeah, that's it. I think it's Kenneth Cook. He's still
The worst one's Winder, Jeffrey Winder. He's a
we
nut.
need Serena Williams to wake up. I know. She's probably because her family.
She doesn't do whatever she
doesn't
wants.
matter.
She can attend the Olympics. She can do the crip walk across the stage at the Super Bowl. She can do what she wants.
She can celebrate her birthday.
That's
Probably.
even after being baptized. Jeez.
Yeah. I think about 40% of JWs would drink the Kool-Aid, but I think a significant amount would only go for their family or aren't very strong in the faith. So if they do something that drastic, they would leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably so, because we have to account
Because
for
that's 40% is probably what really believes.
Yeah, because we have to account for the PMOs and the people who are in it just for their family, who don't really believe. The ones who are fanatic about it probably is about 40%. That's true. And I like how there's 3 different types of JWs. Stop the Shunning, she mentioned this. She says there's the apologist who will try to explain the beliefs. There's the liar who just flat out lies. And then there's the fanatic. So if you ask them, if they come to your door and you ask them about the shunning, you're going to get 3 different responses depending on what type of person they are. Yeah, that's his name, Kenneth Cook. And I know I was thinking about myself on that, and I actually did get asked that as a witness. Do Jehovah's Witnesses shun? And I was like, I panicked at first. I was like, oh my God, how did he know that? And so I was the apologist. I was the one who was like, let me go look up some information in the Watchtower. And so
I'm not going back there.
And I looked up an article, and it was the one about, we were always told, just think of it as a child in timeout, and they're in timeout for a short time, and then they can come back when they are, have learned their lesson. And so I kind of tried to explain it that way. But at the same time, of course, there were things that would go through my mind, like, why is it really a big deal if your parents talk to you on the phone, while you're disfellowshipped, So, but I didn't lie.
Ask Jade.
But you do kind of want to try to make it sound like it's not as bad as it is when you're a witness.
And they're trying to do away with all that stuff. They've erased that video the best they could of her and everything. Yep. But everybody's got it copied, so I mean, even we got a copy on the computer.
Yeah, about that whole shunning video.
Yeah, so they can erase it all they want. It's still there.
When the governing body started to tell the JWs that they had to be loyal and follow the orders no matter if it was logical or not, I immediately thought of the Kool-Aid. Yes, that's true, because they will tell you, you should listen to us even if it doesn't make sense.
Yep. They do. That's exactly what they say.
What they say. Serena could go on live TV and say she's an apostate and doesn't believe in the governing body, and they wouldn't do anything to her. That's so true. They wouldn't, because they want her money. And see, that's where they messed up with Michael Jackson, because with Michael, they were more harsh. Of course, it was a harsher time. And they didn't like it when he did the Thriller movie. And, he went ahead and did it anyways. And then he disassociated, I think, or just got disfellowshipped. I'm not sure which one happened, but I'm sure they were kicking themselves in the butt for that one because he was a multimillionaire. Was Michael Jackson a billionaire? Was Michael Jackson a billionaire?
I don't know. I'm sure he was close to it, if not. Guys, I'm sorry. I had to go put on some sunglasses.
Okay. She's got the money, Serena, and more importantly, the power to be a significant problem for Washington. Yes. Probably
Now they're all
learned their
fucked up.
lesson with Michael Jackson. But see, Michael Jackson wasn't a person that was, he didn't really talk about the religion much.
Well, he spent a lot of money too, so I don't know if he was a billionaire because he blew, but he was probably $1 billion in assets.
Yeah. Oh, I know. They went from disfellowshipping to removal, and now it's going to be time out.
Guys, just so you know, I caught the biggest flounder I ever caught in my life today and lost it. I'm sorry. I just had to throw that out there.
Several famous people remained JWs up to their death. Prince, Hank Marvin, and the Yorkshire Ripper. Now, Prince, Prince, he wasn't really following it
Hey, I
until
like Prince.
later in life.
But his family did.
And he was doing it to please his family. Who knows if he really believed it?
He went out in service and stuff. I mean, I think he believed somewhat, sort of. But as most of the celebrities that get involved, they get to do what they want.
Wow. Wait a second. Serena is married to one of the founders of Reddit. And the Exjw Reddit is one of the most effective anti-JW tools out there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
She's got to know.
She knows.
Why would she get baptized then?
I don't know, family. Why does anybody do it?
I thought Michael was not formally removed.
No, Michael, he disassociated. Matter of fact, there's a video you can watch where he celebrated his first Christmas with Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah, but did he write a letter of disassociation?
Yeah, he told him he didn't want to be associated with Jehovah's Witnesses. That was all over the Thriller album.
All right, so the new elders manual.
They tried to make him do away with that album.
Right, Thriller.
I mean, come on. Forever, that album will be a legacy.
Yeah, I liked it. In the new elders manual, they can disassociate a person for joining the military and voting. The announcement for disassociation and disfellowshipping is the same. Yeah, because they just would say, well, so-and-so is no longer one of Jehovah's Witnesses. So how would you know that they disassociated or not, right?
Right.
You're not going to know.
Well, he admitted it. You can watch. Just look up the Elizabeth Taylor, Michael Jackson's first Christmas.
I'm saying people, when they make an announcement, they're not going to know the difference. The people are not going to know the difference between a disassociated person and a disfellowship person. Either way, you get treated the same. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they did buy him a house for a contribution box. That's true.
Who did?
The governing body. Where are you at, actually? I don't want to get too far ahead of you. Read your note.
I remember that too, Jeff, about the letters to Russia. I felt bad for the JWs in Russia, but also the letter writing campaign gave me a sick feeling. I actually was involved in that too. I wrote a ton of letters to Russia. And when I thought, okay, this for sure will work, But then when it didn't, I thought, why is Jehovah not protecting his people? So that confused me when it didn't help. I wrote 2 letters to Russia, but I was moving in a few weeks, so that they would have my new address. I did question if it was a good idea at the time. And of course, it backed up the postal service. If Michael Jackson lived in a more normal lifestyle, he probably would be a billionaire, but he had a lot of expenses. Yeah, that's true. And lawsuits. Toni Morris, they rejected him, but his mouth is shut. He couldn't speak. They bought him a house from the contribution box. Oh, right, that's what you're saying. Yeah, and that might be why we don't hear a peep out of him, because otherwise he might lose his house. Yeah, it's true. The letter writing campaign felt like they were exploiting a political situation for notoriety. It just didn't feel right. I agree. Yep, the brainwashing does run deep. You're right, Pep.
Maybe part of it was because he wouldn't disassociate or he wouldn't shun his disfellowship sister. But I thought she got disfellowshipped after he left when she done those nudie pictures for Playgirl or Playboy.
Who?
Latoya.
Oh, she did that. All right. So Jeff says, when I was in, I felt like MJ made a deal with Satan. That's why he was so bizarre. But then I realized after I left that it was probably from being torn between celebrity and trying to be a JW. And that's true because he actually did not feel comfortable celebrating Christmas. I mean, he even mentioned certain things he just felt guilty about because that's how the brainwashing runs deep. Like
Well,
Pep says.
I mean, come on, they're telling him to pull his album, and it's the best-selling album of all time, and they say he's got to pull it. That's stupid.
They're
I don't
not
blame him. I'd have
politically.
told him to stick it.
Yeah, they're not politically neutral. Mhm. They lobbied the government with the letter writing. That's true. That's true. Well, we know that they are not politically neutral anyways because they joined the UN, and that's a political thing, isn't it? Like,
Yep.
you have to pledge your allegiance to them.
Oh, I'm thinking about a certain.
So you're gonna sing?
I was just thinking that song stuck in my head. I heard it earlier.
It's okay. Michael disassociated because he wouldn't shun his fellowship sister.
MJ.
Well, you know, pretty much his whole family, Michael Jackson's family, has left the religion except for his mother and I think one sister and nobody else. Okay, I don't know if Michael believed in the JW doctrine because he was
Esther or
following
Esty.
a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, it might have been in her autobiography, but also, you know, Latoya is a little different. I like her, but she's a little different. Because, I mean, he said something totally different too. You can find those interviews where I'm sure that might have been part of it, but there was several reasons that he.
You saw her on stage at a convention in LA in 1982. Yeah, but by now she's not part of that. I remember her coming on to a talk show and
Who was this?
blasting Latoya,
Oh, yeah.
blasting the Jehovah's Witnesses about how they couldn't
Yeah.
celebrate holidays. You think?
You think he was mentally in? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because he done
Well,
holidays and everything.
Hey, Jane. Yeah, because if he was really in, why would he celebrate holidays?
Janet's not in either.
They're Zionists and are associated with the Rothschild.
Who's-
Jehovah's Witnesses, I guess.
Huh.
Zionists.
Oh, Maverick's been playing a jailbreak. Oh, he caught on to what he was singing.
Do you want to sing some more?
No. Oh, he nailed it. That's tough, bro. That's a good one. Phil was definitely laying it down on that song.
Okay, let me just go back a little bit here. Hey, CO Visit. Larry Graham from Sly and the Family Stone in Graham Central Station was in Prince's congregation.
Yeah, I
He
think
was
that's
also
now that
a
is
JW.
right. Yeah.
Wow. They should have kept Beth Sarim as a retirement home for ex-governing body members or retired ones.
Man, can you imagine if they wouldn't have sold off the property before they sold the house?
Yeah.
Think about that. Over 100 acres right there in San Diego. Jeez.
So, I mean, even all the property they
On
had
the beach.
in Brooklyn, Bethel was worth a lot of money, though.
Yeah, then this land makes that look cheap.
I mean, Brooklyn, New York
California
is
land.
expensive. Which is more expensive, though, Brooklyn or
California.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
And looks
But
better.
they're both a lot. Yes.
New York looks dirty and old.
It's still expensive.
Yeah.
Expensive place. Okay.
New York's one of the places that shock you. You see an old, ugly building on the outside and go in, it's really pristine on the inside. Really weird.
Mm-hmm. What? Okay, so Janet Jackson is now Muslim. Okay.
Yes, that's true.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Maybe she married a Muslim?
Yeah, she did.
Okay. All right, the governing body should have gotten everyone to pray incessantly for their brothers in Russia, but they got them to write letters. So where was their faith in God? It was political lobbying. Yeah, I know, because I would always tell you to pray.
Yeah, Jane,
You're not
that's what
praying
I
enough.
thought.
You're not reading the Bible enough. You know, you need to go out and field service. That's going to fix everything. I think Michael Jackson just disassociated. They were questioning his videos and music. Only one of his JW's his mother. And yeah, that's true. That's true. Yes, yes.
New York City is the greatest city in the world. No,
Mon-
no. Greatest city in the world, man, has got to be Los Angeles. New York's made up of 5 boroughs. Los Angeles is made up of 5 counties. Huge. Think about it. Ventura County, Riverside, Los Angeles County, Orange, and what am I forgetting?
I don't know.
I'm forgetting the main one there.
San Diego?
No, that's down below. Anyway, 5 counties.
Okay.
How can I forget a county? But, oh
How
well.
many JWs sneak and go trick-or-treating on Halloween? My brother did. He never believed in it, though, even as a little boy. He went trick-or-treating one time that I can remember. Like, he snuck out with a neighbor kid, and then he was going door to door, knocking on doors to get candy. And he didn't really dress up much because back then, I mean, what could we get? You know, so he just like wore those teeth that you can put in your mouth. And then one of the neighbors like ratted on him and said, "Hey, he's not supposed to be celebrating Halloween."
However,
then my parents found out. Yeah. Oh yeah, how many JWs sneak out and go to Janet Jackson concert? Oh, you know they're doing that for sure. If Michael had woken up, I think he'd have been a lot more vocal. But maybe he was just keeping it.
People forget to mention Cat Williams.
That's true. He could have been keeping it in for his mother's sake.
New York,
Jackson
Kings, Queens.
became a Muslim. Wow.
Sure,
so just kind of.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So Muslim or Jehovah's Witness? That's the.
Okay, it's just a smaller area, though, Jeff. You take the counties that are surrounding California, Los Angeles, and Los Angeles itself, and look at the population in New York versus there. California smokes it.
That's true. The Wyman brothers, they were raised by their JW father. Okay, I did know that they had
Cat Williams. Man, Cat Williams was also a great Jehovah's Witness.
Okay, and
he's hilarious.
So the Wyman brothers, I don't know if they still believe in it though, but I had heard that they did have some ties to the religion. Okay.
New York is great too. You had the Electric Lady Studios and all that stuff.
MJ put the whole disclaimer before the Thriller video about it not being part of the occult. Oh yeah, because of pressure from his family since he was still in when the video came out. Oh, okay. Probably he just also felt pressure from the family more than anything. Okay, so the Weinmans did a TV show in living color. Yeah, he said dad was a JW, but mother was not. So they celebrated Christmas. Okay.
QC, man, you're actually correct. I saw that retirement home. It looks like an apartment complex. And it's in New Jersey, right? Or is it in Fishkill? It might be in New York, New Jersey, somewhere right around there. It's not too far apart, though. Oh, that's cool, dude. You work 2 doors down from Electric Lady.
Okay. There is actually a retirement home for the long-term Bethelites who don't get unceremoniously thrown out when they hit middle age. Yeah, I believe they definitely do have some apartments and stuff near their property in New York. And so they probably send them there to live. Hi, Pomo Sapien. Late to the party? What I miss? Oh,
A lot.
no. We're just talking about the latest update on the shepherding the flock elders manual. Not a whole lot on there, just a few things, and then the last broadcast, which was boring. Really, it's like they're running out of ideas to talk about, and the elders manual is just like updating on how to handle,
Oh, Patty Smith.
CSA
And
problems.
Dave Mustian grew up in the house with the Jehovah's Witness mother. The guy from
Oh, what other
Megadeth,
cell-
the original
yeah.
founding member of
Yeah.
Metallica and the founder of Megadeth.
Yeah, he grew up JW with his mom. Also,
He never was baptized though.
Oh, okay, but he does have some sisters that did
Yeah.
get baptized.
Well, yeah, and he
At
took
least
care of
one.
one. Up until she passed, even paid all for hospice.
Yep. And also, there was another guy, English guy. I keep forgetting his name, but he was in the movie The Hobbit as the human that had the 2 or 3 kids, and he.
Oh yeah, we saw that. Who
forgot
was
his
that?
name. So he's from the UK. So he grew up JW, and he goes on to talk about it. But that's it, Luke Evans.
Yeah.
So he grew up JW, and he talks about it on I've seen it on an interview, but he said his parents are still Jehovah's Witnesses, but they don't shun him, even though I believe he did get his fellowship at some point. And but they don't shun him because they said he's paying for their lifestyle. So why would you shun someone who's paying your bills?
That's like Dave Mustian. Same thing with him.
Yes, that you're right. I saw on the interview that Dave Mustane's sister did shun him. It's so silly, even though he took care of
Oh,
her.
did somebody say that? yeah.
SD.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. He was a founding member of Metallica and founded Megadeth.
Mm-hmm.
God, man.
Yeah. Oh, Patti Smith?
Yeah.
Who was a singer. Okay. I don't know her. Some of the
But you know, Dave
rebellious-
Mustaine, he despised the religion, but he has
Yeah, he
forgotten
did.
a lot about it because I watched an interview with him and some of the things he was saying wasn't quite correct, but he had to go out and service every Saturday morning as a kid. He hated that.
Yeah. Some of the rebellious JW kids I grew up with are now some of the most holier than thou JWs, judging me as an, oh, really?
But I watched what they said of
As
his
a
sister. She's
Luddite.
hardcore.
So that's funny how they would be rebellious and then they went like the total opposite. Interesting. Oh, you're right. I think you're right, CJ. They want to change a lot of things, but they know it will backfire.
Mm-hmm. Birthdays
That's
have got to be
true.
coming.
Oh, hi from Poland.
Hey. Oh, somebody new.
Kinte.
Oh, I saw him on here before. Thanks.
Hi. Hello to Poland. Very cool. Okay, so we have another Tiffany Haddish. Haddish was a comedian that was raised GW but left for sure, and her mother left it too. Okay.
Donald Glover. Okay. Wow.
And Donald Glover was also raised JW, I guess. Cool. So I guess there's
Geez,
more
Jeff,
out
how
there
many
than you
languages do you
realize.
speak, my friend?
I know how many languages they speak, Jeff. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so quite a few JW's kids raised JW that we don't even realize were raised as Jehovah's Witnesses.
Sherry Shepherd.
Notorious Big also grew up going to the Kingdom Hall.
Oh, wow. I did not know
Sherry
that.
Shepherd has talked about her JW experience negatively.
Mike.
Michelle Rodriguez
Oh.
as well. Ex-President Eisenhower was
Yep.
what?
That's true. His mom, he never was actual, but he
Okay.
did go to the meeting stuff.
Well, and the thing is that nobody has anything good to say about it. Like when they leave, if they if they are no longer, they're raised that and they leave, it's always it's a negative experience.
Oh,
You're never
Diggy's
gonna find
mom's still a
anybody.
JW. Wow.
You're never going to find anybody that's going to say something good about that religion because there's nothing
Oh
good
yeah,
in
the lady
it.
from American Pickers, right.
So now what?
The lady from American Pickers.
What did you say before that?
Oh, Biggie's mom's still in.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
And so, so the American Pickers lady used to be a JW. Okay.
Oh wow, Jeff's been to the Eisenhower family home.
Really? That's really cool.
Jeff's done a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
He sounds like he's bad. He's more than me, maybe.
Yeah. And
I think I've got him by several years.
Sherry Shepard said she was told to shun her disfellowship father. No. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing good to say about this religion. Nothing. Yeah. Oh, okay. Dallas, you know a lot about Dwight Eisenhower's history.
Eisenhower, was he? No, Roosevelt's the one married his cousin.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like history. History's interesting. Childish Gambino hasn't really said anything negative about GWs, but he isn't shunned by his
Coco
family.
Rocha Supermotel.
He did play a JW character on the show Community. Oh, really? But it could be that he doesn't say nothing negative because he's not being affected in a negative way. And he can go out and celebrate any holidays he wants. He's not going to get shunned. That's interesting. I had no idea Eisenhower's mom remained a JW until her death. I wonder if he attended her funeral. I think he probably.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And Coco Rocha is she still a Jehovah's Witness? I learned about Danielle on American Pickers. Okay, I didn't know that.
I learned about it off the internet. So.
Yeah, it's almost like you have to go in and research these things because they don't normally point blank tell you unless they really feel like they need to let everybody know. Like Dave Mustaine, he wants to tell everybody because he hated it so much.
Janie, it's all over between you and me, girl.
So you gonna sing for us?
There's a time for love.
No, it's okay. A black movie star, Teresa Graves, had a TV show. She left the TV star life and burned up in her home in a freak accident. Ooh, the TV show was Get Christy.
That's why I keep thinking these songs. Somebody's playing them down there.
Oh yeah, he's hearing music down there. So let's see. Oh, Coco Rocha is still a JW. Okay, well we need to wake her up. Can a sister do sign language in front of baptized JW men without a head covering? Oh, that's a good question. If she is taking the lead for any reason whatsoever, including sign language, yes, she would have to wear a head covering.
Right in my face.
Yes.
Put a napkin over your head.
I know, that's what I remember. There were times where
that is stupid.
When there would be women who there was no man. And so they were like, we don't have a head covering. What do we do? What do we do? And then we'd get a napkin and put it on their head. It was stupid. It's like, there's no men here anyways. Why does it matter? But also, it was just to represent.
Oh, wait a minute. If it's not even men in here, you still have to cover your head.
You're right. Because it's the man's role. The man's role.
So God cares about your appendage when you pray. Huh.
Well, it was about
pray to the appendage.
It's about taking
stupid.
The lead. So if you're in the congregation,
you're
going to have to take the lead in a.
We're going way back in time.
You're going to have to take the lead in something that normally a man would do, not just prayers, but just taking the congregation out for field service. You'd have to wear a head covering. Head covering is subordination. Yes,
Well,
that is so true.
I believe in Jesus.
of course
I believe
the
in
man-
God. But some of these things that just don't sound right, there ain't no way that's Jesus or
Well,
God.
you're also not supposed to, as a woman, say a prayer in front of a man out loud if he's a witness. Now, you can if he's not a witness, he's not baptized, but you can't if he is. Because, see, they don't believe anybody's prayers are heard except Jehovah's Witnesses that are baptized. And then, of course, if a woman says a prayer in front of a baptized Jehovah's Witness,
yeah, that's
guess
right.
what? Her prayer isn't heard by Jehovah. That's their theory.
If you're not a
anyways.
baptized Jehovah's Witness, your prayers are not heard. And if you're not a member in good standing,
Well,
if you're
maybe.
disfellowshipped, if you're disfellowshipped,
Well,
your
they
prayers
think
are
that your prayers are heard if you're disfellowship, if you are like putting forth an effort and it
Oh,
takes
yeah.
you like a year or two to get back, have to gravel your way back in.
crawl, obey, and beg.
Former MLB player
Sounds something out of a
Lou
sci-fi
Whitaker
movie.
became a JW while he was a player. Good thing it was after he started, or he would have had his career. I know. He should have been in the HOF too. Not because he was a JW. HOF, what's that? Oh, Hall of Fame. Okay. Yeah, and I mean, like I did a quick little video on this last one with the governing body update with the higher education, where there was a man who was a football player and he gave it up to be a witness. Gave up all the money.
Oh, cool.
Silly. I mean, why can't you serve? And that's what I say. Why can't you serve God and have your career as well? But they don't think you can do that. You have to sacrifice for Watchtower. When I conducted a book study with no other brothers, I had to designate a sister to read the paragraphs from her seat in the audience. It was stupid. Did she have to wear a head covering too? The adultery law, one of 10 commandments. That law was for women back in biblical times, not wives. Now, what about men? They also commit adultery too. Sometimes I think they wouldn't allow women to drive if possible. Yeah, just like some of the stricter countries have been like that, like Saudi Arabia, until more recent years.
Jenny, perfume, you made a good point there. But do you honestly think God would have created man and woman and made the woman lesser than a man? That would be ridiculous. Not saying that you're agreeing with that. I'm just saying that there's no way God could have done that. That does not make sense.
You can cover your
Men and
modesty
women
without having to
complement
cover
each
your
other.
head.
We're different, but we complement each other.
Yeah, and covering modesty can also refer to a man as well.
No wonder there's so many butthole men in this world.
It's got to be fair.
Yeah.
So we're not going to say that there's a lot of terrible men. It's just we have to.
Well, you'll see guys that think that they're got to be in charge and they got to be this.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, that's true that it does mention in the Bible about covering the head. The woman covers the head.
You're right. It does look that way in the Bible. It's aggravating.
Right. And I think there may be some flaws with that. Again, we don't really know what was actually going on. You have to know the time period. You have to know what was going on, what was happening around you. Context, all of that matters when reading the Bible. Modesty is a good thing. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, you can be modest. Like I said, you can be modest and not have to cover your head.
That's correct. Not to flatter him, but to make him whole. That's what we do. Men and women, we make each other whole together. We complement each other.
Yeah, in the New Testament, it is mentioned. Paul says it. I have a little bit of beef with Paul because let me see. I think it's in Ephesians. I can go look it up real quick. 1 Corinthians. Let's see. Now, we're not going to take too long on this. This is not a Bible discussion time, but I think it's I want to say it's in Ephesians. Well, the Ephesians talks about the the Jesus is in charge of the congregation. The man is head of the woman. Woman is submissive to the man. Yes, it says those things. Burqa is excessively extreme and unbalanced. That's what Dallas says. The Hebrew word for rib can mean the whole side, which makes more sense. Oh. I'm pretty sure JWs only consider fellow JWs as Christians, so I guess those words don't count. You're right. They and also you have to do it in the right situation. Like I was saying, like a woman who is a Jehovah's Witness, and if the husband is, or another man is a Jehovah's Witness, a woman can never say a prayer out loud in front of a man, according to JWs, because they don't think God would hear it. I'm pretty sure Jehovah's Witnesses. Oh yeah, you said that. I said that already. Okay, so let me see if I can find this one scripture. I will look it up in a little bit.
It's an easy money occupation.
Okay, he's just distracted.
First class psychiatry.
You just want to sing today, huh?
Just once, I want to make love without taking off my clothes.
All right, let's not sing about that. All right. Hi, John. Hi, John Marciano. Hi, everyone.
Bet nobody knows that song.
Okay.
Gigolos. Getting lonely too.
I read Garrett Loesch's divorce from his first wife. Oh, really?
Oh, I want to see that.
That's cool.
I do want to see that.
I definitely want to see that.
Who said that? I missed that when I was reading.
See. Booker T. So Booker, do you think that you can share that with us if you happen to know a way to find out where we can find it, the information about Garrett Loesch being divorced? Of course, if there was, maybe she committed adultery, and of course, then it wouldn't matter. But if he did, I'd like to know. You have to start. you have to start covering your head if you do the stream with your eyes. That's true. Okay, so let's see here. Every woman who prays or prophecies with her head uncovered shames her head, for it is one and the same as if she were a woman with a shaved head. Okay, well, where's that scripture at? 1 Corinthians 11:4. All right. Let me look it up. And I know they do mention some things that are here that I don't agree with. Every man who prays or prophesies with something on his head shames his head, but every woman who prays or prophesies with her head uncovered shames her head, for it is one and the same as if she were a woman with a shaved head. Yeah. Right. So, and that's in, 1 Corinthians, everybody. So yeah, it's definitely in the Bible about a woman covering her head. And it's, again, it's about, Paul says these things. And I don't know if you guys have ever
Pseudo-Paul.
Have any of you heard of pseudo-Paul? So there is controversy. Okay, I am not here to create conflict in anyone's beliefs. I'm just letting you know that there is a thing called pseudo-Paul, and it's basically where they have taken the writings of what they have confirmed to be Paul and compared it to other writings that were claimed to be of Paul that didn't match up with his writings. And it's found in the Vaticanus, is that right?
Yeah.
The Vaticanus. So this is, again, controversial, and there's not really 100% proof on this, but some of the writings in there don't coincide with some of the other more loving ways that Paul has written. And then there's these harsher things that came out of nowhere, So anyways, I don't know. Take it as a grain of salt. For me, yeah, so that's a problem, yes. But either way.
Hi, Lauren.
Guess what you got to do is just use your critical thinking skills, right, to make these decisions on what makes sense. All right, so we're going to see the new Elders Manual said if a brother viewing, I don't know if I can say that one.
No.
Yes, we did mention that about that. Ignore it, right? By the law, but you are supposed to report it.
Yeah,
And that's the problem.
isn't that's the sickest thing I think I've about ever heard.
Yeah.
And they just keep on with their ridiculous.
Okay, Maverick, you have heard about Paul, pseudo Paul. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not knocking Paul. I'm just saying we gotta look into the deeper meanings of the history, and the context and all that stuff. Okay. Yes. So, Charlie, Ned, 1,000. Hi, Charlie. Yeah, we did mention all this about the beginning when we first started about an hour ago. The whole thing about the protecting and reporting all of the CSA stuff and including the other.
Well, actually,
stuff.
Genesis says male and female was created in our image. Both male and female created in our
Okay,
image.
so we're talking about two different things, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Keep going.
So back to the Elder's Manual. Yeah, so that's you're supposed to just mention it to the secretary, and that's it. And there's no reporting it to police or anything else, so not even the legal department. It's really crazy how they just protect these terrible people. All right, now what were you saying?
I forget who it was. It's in Genesis where it says both male and female created.
Our image, male and female. Yes, not just male. I mean, not just one. Yeah. Okay. Right. It also mentions that women should be silent. Right. And that's also in Corinthians or somewhere in there where, again, Paul, pseudo Paul, it says a lot of harsh things about women
Genesis
growing their head and being
1:27.
silent and all that stuff. Again, you have to know the context of like what was going on and what was the reason for the women needing to be silent. It could have been a protection for them. But anyways, you just have to find out what was really going on in the history and also find out whether or not it was really Paul's writings or not. Yeah, I agree, Pep. If you're going to focus on the Bible, just focus on Jesus for sure.
Yeah.
Just make it simple. Keep it, I say stick to the Gospels. That way there's not a lot of confusion.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, John.
Matthew, Mark, yep.
And some of Paul.
Yeah, well, Peter's another one. He was a disciple. So you have Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. I would say Peter for sure. James as well.
Paul was having a bad day.
yeah. With his missive.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a
specific congregation.
Yeah. And actually, for real, it could have been like, I mean, he was always talking to the congregations, right? Like he was, and even John, the beloved in Revelation, mentions all of the several congregations in Turkey. And he was saying, in Ephesus, you have this problem, and Laodicea, you have that problem, and blah, 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 blah. So there were issues in the congregations, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so the pseudo Paul was not about 1 Corinthians. Okay. Again, we just have to find out the context and the reasons for the mentions of these things.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Charlie says that a woman is lesser than a man, and then the husband should love his wife as himself while they are one flesh.
One flesh. I agree 100%.
Right. How can they be one flesh if the woman has to cover her head and be subservient to the man?
In Genesis 1:27, he created them both in his image.
The Romans were very sexist.
Man, the Romans were perverted.
Well, they were chauvinist, is what they're saying.
Romans?
Yeah, that's what
they were everything. They were a little bit of everything.
Well, they were just they didn't have any scruples.
Man, some of the stuff they find at Pompeii and all through all that stuff.
Yeah.
And Herculaneum.
Yeah.
They had some interesting things.
Yeah, you can't roll it out to everyone. They were getting up to some weird stuff in some of those congregations.
Man, were they ever? They were doing key parties before anybody knew what key parties were.
So Jehovah's Witnesses can play the Powerball within reason. Okay, oh, by the way, what the Powerball was.
We missed it. It was last night.
Ah, darn.
Did anybody hit it? Does anybody know?
Did anybody get the Powerball? It was.
No, wait.
I think that was just for our state, wasn't it?
No, it's nationwide.
Oh,
it's
was
not
it?
the Powerballs. Yeah, it used to be, but
I
no.
thought that was. Oh my gosh!
Now it's just
$1.8 billion.
Oh, so nobody hit it.
Did anybody win? Oh, you didn't win. I know. I got to go do that next. Do women have to cover their heads when a male gets a prayer?
I'd like to just have no debts
Yes.
by changing my life.
Oh wait, I mean no. They do not have to cover their heads. It's just if they are playing the role of a man, then they would.
Joey.
Okay. Yeah. Ancient Rome
Joey,
Empire
come
was extremely male chauvinist. Yeah.
Come here.
Oh, tonight is the drawing. Okay, we gotta go get one. We're
Okay.
doing something against JW.
We are?
Gonna get a lottery ticket.
Oh, okay. They
Can't
don't
do
do
that.
that?
No, it's gambling. Can't gamble. Not even $1.
Dang.
You're not even supposed to play the slot machines. But the reason
Did Jesus
is,
say don't gamble?
well, what happens is that it can lead to a gambling
I
addiction.
know about the money changers in the temple, but that's
Well, you don't want it to lead to an addiction, and it can for some people. They do.
Uh.
So you do have to be careful. Use your critical thinking skills for that.
Play the show game.
Joey didn't like that head covering Dr. Because he was barking. Oh, that's funny. I am sweating like crazy out here, man.
Me too, man. And I don't remember sweat like this. Well, I sweat a lot. I think that.
He was like covered in sweat. I guess it was just a bad idea to go outside. No, but we have good lighting in here, you know. So, okay, so
See, guys, the pool is like right there.
that's the indoor pool over there.
Can they see it?
Yeah. So, you can. So, according to JW rules, gambling equals greed. Aha.
Oh, that makes
yeah.
sense.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah. So it would be greed would be the reason, but also it can lead to addiction, a gambling addiction.
Yeah.
You can gamble as long as you're wearing a helmet.
How about smoking weed? Do they do that now? I think it's just
No.
medical only.
No, you
They
can't.
do believe it's okay
Well,
to
yeah.
have medical.
Yeah, it has to be like a prescription,
Yeah.
and that would be okay.
But it's not addictable. Alcohol's addictable.
Well, they're just going by the law, probably too.
Yeah.
You're pulling my hair away.
Sorry, I was being
It's okay.
chauvinistic.
No, it's just he's pulling my hair when he puts his arm back there accidentally. Casual gambling is now okay, according to the new elders book. Oh, could gambling? No,
Okay.
I don't think so. I mean, they
Yeah,
would have
weed's
to
okay for
really
prescription.
come up with some crazy in-depth explanation like they did with the whole toasting thing.
Dr. Anthony
Like,
prescribes
only under
himself
certain
cannabis.
situations can you toast. Is toasting under every situation okay? No, we're not saying that. So they would have to get like that, all elaborate. I live in a senior community and most have
Cards,
for-
fam, Jeff.
Oh,
And then weed is a
okay.
soft.
So
Yeah,
it
while
can
alcohol
cause
is hard.
mental
That's
health
true.
problems. I would say it can cause that. It doesn't cause mental health problems. It's for people who have
What-
mental health problems already.
Yes, let me
Not
go
good
ahead
for
and
that.
rephrase that. If you have schizophrenia or you have some type of a mental disorder and you use certain types of cannabis, yes, it can enhance that mental disorder. So don't let anybody tell you that's not true. But if you're just a normal everyday person, you ain't gonna have no problem. But if you have mental disorders and drink alcohol, it's going to enhance it as well. So
Yeah. So you have to be careful. Okay, so
Jeannie Perfume, she was like, hey,
what now?
according to JW's, it's soft. It's a soft drug, not a hard one like alcohol.
But you still get in
She's
major
right.
trouble.
She's right.
Major trouble for that, though. So head covering for women is this display of modesty. That's how I see it. And when I see a Muslim woman with her head covered, I have a lot of respect for her. So it's about modesty. Okay. Yeah, if the brain isn't developed enough, it can, yeah, that's true.
That's
so you
true.
want the brain to be developed well. You don't want to already
Yeah.
have some mental issues. So definitely there's things to consider before dealing with MJ.
Yeah. That's what's wrong with me. Darn.
Yeah. So, do most JW elders have affairs with other JWs or with worldly women? The elder that had me in a judicial meeting in 1984 was sleeping with a pioneer sister. I say both.
The elder I studied with had ran off with another elder's wife, and then he come back and got reinstated.
Elder's wife?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I've seen both. I've heard of both situations.
He went back to his real wife, his wife. And,
Yeah. Watchtower uses the word donations and keeps all the money for themselves. But donating a small amount on the lottery is a sin. I know. But
are
the
you guys
lottery
doing this on
actually
Saturday?
donate
because-
millions to charity. I know, it's silly.
No, QC, man, we're doing this on Saturday because we had a lot of UK members, and the time for them, like they're 5 hours ahead. So if it's 5 o'clock here, it's 10 o'clock there, or if it's 4, it's 9, and then they have to go to work on Monday, and it gets late by the time we do a 2 or 3 hour video. So we started this on Saturday because we have an unusual amount of UK members, so. Which is good. Not complaining. Great.
Yeah. But
Or
if
Europeans, period.
everybody prefers to go Baptist Sunday, we can do that. We had done a
A poll.
poll and we put on there Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Thursday,
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
We didn't do Thursday. It was
Wednesday.
Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
That was the poll. And so
Saturday was a landslide.
most people were choosing Saturday over any other day.
Yeah.
So that's why we just trying to go along with what everyone else wants to do. But if everybody prefers to go to Sunday, we can definitely change it. It's not a problem. I'm good either day. Okay. Or maybe we'll
happy
do both.
thoughts. Glad you were here. Thank you so much, dear, for being here.
Butterfly Queen, I love that name. Bye, Happy Thoughts. Thank you for coming in today. We really appreciate it. Yes.
QC, man.
I bid you all farewell. Yes. Oh, she's sweet.
It's medical only. Yeah. It is medicine.
Yeah. And you do have to be careful when using that stuff, like you say. And there is a lot of mental health problems with the witnesses too. And that's true. And the reason is because of being in a controlling environment like that. Being in a controlling environment like that can definitely mess with your mind. It does do that. So that's why we got to get out of there. We got to help people get out. And I even saw recently there was a lady who commented on my channel she's like in her 70s and she recently left. So there is always hope, no matter how old you are, to come out of that. We should hold a 5-hour elders meeting to discuss what day we should do. I know, right? I know, because it's like, oh my God, they can go on and on and on talking about nothing. It is annoying.
Oh, Pep, we are an XJW Army.
Yes, that's
I like
right.
it. Right there.
Where is it?
Right there.
I don't see it. Okay. Right there. We are an Exjw Army. That's right. Yeah. That's true.
Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy.
You will wear a head covering in order to vote. That's funny. So was there anything else you wanted to talk about as far as the broadcast?
An elder in my congregation got disfellowship for hooking up with his wife's Bible study. The Bible stud. Oh,
Bible
said wife was undergoing cancer treatment.
Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Well, so-
Yeah, I mean, well, the new elders manual, guys, basically just the same old thing. It's not changed. It's just reworded to
Well-
make it sound a little bit different, but the outcome of what they're saying is identical to what it's always been. They haven't changed a thing.
And then the broadcast. The most dangerous drug is the propaganda in the broadcast.
Mhm.
This is out every month. Yes, I would say their broadcast is really, the point of it is to keep you brainwashed.
Yeah.
And to give you this fake, false sense of security within the religion. Hey, guess what? Your brothers and sisters are so loving and they love you very much, and the governing body loves you very much, and they say all these lies that aren't true
Come here, Joy.
to give you that fake sense of security. And that's really what it's all about. And they're hoping that it will work. They're hoping you will stay home.
Yeah, that's really what they're doing. I mean, it's just, and then they remind everybody all the time to be nice to each other, to help each other, to show each other kindness, to love bomb each other. I mean, it's ridiculous. Let me remind you to be nice.
So, did I suffer from depression or mental health issues when I was in? And did I resolve it? Yes, I did. I did suffer from mental, emotional problems. I had many times for several years, off and on,
Depression.
feelings of unaliving myself, and then also I would call it, so I had that, and I had this weird thing going on in my head I call it obsessive thoughts disorder. It wasn't OCD. It was more like obsessive thoughts that would come in my mind, and I couldn't let it go, and I would just move on to one after the other thought, and of course anxiety too, and feeling of worthlessness. But I just think that everybody feels that way in that religion. They feel anxiety, worthlessness. They feel like they don't want to continue living and things like that. But you do have to get out of that. And when you do, I don't feel that way anymore. So
Oh, finally, the sun went
definitely good to get out. It's such an unhealthy environment.
Or moved over.
All the waving on the broadcast used to bother me because it seemed fake. All the waving. Well, everything about the broadcast. I mean, every talk that they give, it just says fake as it can be.
They talk to you like you're a child.
Yeah, and it's just fake. It just comes across as fake and not sincere. How do you feel about this? And yeah, and like you're talking to 5-year-olds, and at the same time fake.
Do you realize? I'm like, what?
I've been half mental my whole life, so I didn't notice any difference. Yeah, it's true. Oh, Stient, thank you for sharing. I mean, that's the thing, is like you may not even realize it too when you're in. But when you get out, you're like, freedom. I left just before the broadcasting came in, so glad about that. Yeah.
Saw Stient before, I think.
It was the smiles that got me. It had that North Korea vibe. And you couldn't tell if the smiles were genuine or forced. It definitely seems like a forced smile for sure. A lot of fake smiles, yep. And happy faces. It's too much. And it's not, it's so fake.
One of the things I picked up on, and I never got baptized, was going to the congregation, and everybody's like, wasn't it a great meeting? Mm-hmm. Didn't that brother give us such a great talk? And I was like, that was awful. And then you go to the convention. Wasn't that such a great convention today? Wasn't the drama so good? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
It was terrible. I slept through it. And then you go to the meeting. What's the one? The other one? Yearly. The other meeting, convention? Not the convention. No, the other meeting.
Meeting.
The other convention, not the
circuit assembly.
Circuit assembly. There you go. And then they do the same thing there. Isn't this such a wonder? I was like, no, it was even worse than the other one. I was listening to people talk. I was like, you people are crazy.
So Pomo
you live in a fantasy world.
My PM sister was hospitalized for depression and still has to take medication. I know, sad. Yeah, and thank you, QC man. Yeah, it's I've been able to
Yeah.
deal with my issues. I mean, it's, it's always, you're always going to have
Stepford Wives. That's what it reminds me
times
of.
where you don't feel the greatest, of course, but I do believe that if we can overcome getting away from that mindset of JW thinking, then you can feel more normal with time. So many separate smells, yeah. Actor Billy D. Williams grew up in a JW household.
Oh, I didn't know
Recall
that.
an interview where he said he never got baptized, but his brother and sister remained active.
Oh, maybe I
Billy
didn't.
D. Williams. I did not know that. So there's so many people you don't even know.
Yeah.
But
Thank goodness
a
he
lot of
didn't.
people
Star
are
Wars would not have
leaving.
been the same.
A lot of people are leaving and have left. Yeah, so, but hopefully, everyone else on here who's maybe experienced similar problems can learn to deal with any kind of damage that created damage in their lives. I think
And
guilt.
Nancy?
Yeah, guilt is one of the reasons for mental illness. Yeah, guilt. They make you feel guilty about everything.
And Nancy right there is a big key.
Memorial was so boring, and I always thought it was so weird that they passed around the bread and wine without. Yeah, because it's a rejection. Of
Yeah, you're
Christ.
rejecting the emblems of Christ. That's
It
it's actually a Satanist thing. So when you reject Christ, it's a way to reject Christ.
Yeah, it's true. That's all it is.
Yeah. Which they don't believe Christ means much to them anyway. The
Oh,
governing body's
wow.
going to co-rule with them.
Okay, Charlie, you were baptized for 33 years, and now I'm 74. It's a way long story, but the one I was studying with pushed me to get rid of my business, which my father gave.
Oh my.
After he died, he told me Armageddon was coming, I guess. What in the world? That's crazy.
Oh man, Jenny Perfume.
That
I
is
had to learn to
wrong.
make decisions when I left.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you, dear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're used to them making decisions for you.
I know.
You have to
I love you,
rehearse the whole circuit assembly like doing a play. The CEO would be the director and coach you how to say stuff for bigger impact. Yeah, it's true. And I'm sure a lot of you men out there who had parts on the assembly, you might be able to know more about that than I would.
Unconditional love. There you go.
For me, in case cognitive dissonance made whatever I already had so much worse. Yeah.
What? I love you too.
The JW Memorial is Masonic. Yeah. It's evil, really, because again, it's rejection of, as they claim to be Christians, but it's a rejection of Christ. So yeah, he's getting annoying out there, Joey.
He wanted in. He went in there.
He got hot.
Yeah. He's smarter than we are.
Yes. And Charlie, I'm so glad that you left, even as an older person.
No doubt.
That's great. So there's always hope.
QC man, JW. Governing body.
Yeah. So Jeff, you said the only reason it bothered me with midweek meetings was for the local needs to hear any of those fellowship announcements at the end. I know they would do that. I know I would always get nervous when I'd see like, well, we have an announcement. Brother Smith has to share an announcement. You're like, oh, what's it going to be? Who's getting this fellowship today? Hi, Pam. Thanks for coming in today. Oh, okay. This is a good one. JW importance. Number 1, governing body.
Yeah.
Number 2, it's Jehovah. Number 3, circuit overseers. 4, Jesus. 5, elders. And 4 and 5 are close. That is true.
Moved away from the trees.
That is so true. It's like governing body is like even more important than Jehovah.
You'll have to read them now.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah. So hi, Pam. Thanks for coming in. Well, we didn't have a whole lot to say today. We just wanted to kind of go over the elders manual a little bit. If anybody knows any more information on that, feel free to share. You can come on and chat and tell us.
Well, that was terrible. All I told you guys was the same as the old one, just worded differently, which is
Yeah.
true. You can go read it. You can find where it's posted, and it's.
Jesus was not on the list. I know. Not on the list of the important things that's important to Jehovah's Witnesses like that. Right, because even like, hi, Pam, thank you for saying that. Hi, great video. I appreciate that.
What was it?
Pam says a great video.
Oh, thanks.
So when you get baptized as a Jehovah's Witness, the two questions are, one is, have you repented of your sins on the basis of the ransom sacrifice of Jesus Christ? Okay, that one I'll accept. Number two is, do you realize that your baptism recognizes you as one of Jehovah's Witnesses and God's, in association with God's organization? There's no Holy Spirit. There is no Son. There is not even the Father, really. I mean, sort of, but it's like you're supposed to get baptized in the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, and they don't get baptized in the Son or the Holy Spirit for sure at all. So you're just getting baptized into a magazine company. Hi, Colin. We have a Colin here. Colin, yay. So let's see.
If anybody gets a hold of an Elder's book and you put it on eBay, man, it's like primo money,
Yeah.
by the way. I saw one sell for like $300.
The governing body replaced Jesus, and Jesus is not the mediator for all mankind, but just the 144,000. Oh, okay. That's right. So there's no, man, this is crazy. Oh, yeah. And the 144,000 are co-rulers with Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus isn't even more important than the 144,000. So they're not really Christians, really, because
No.
they don't really see Jesus as that important
Right. He's just someone they're going to co-rule
to
with.
be claiming.
He's not above them,
Christianity.
equal to them.
Mhm.
Co-rule. If he was equal, he would not be co-rule.
Have you unscrewed your head from your neck and given your brain to the organization yet? I know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I studied for over 2 years under the Father, Son, Holy Spirit baptism, but when I was dunked in '86, they deleted that part. Yeah, and I was reading their baptismal questions, and I would say they never really said Father, Son, Holy Spirit. But they would mention Jesus. But as time went on, it was like he just kind of dwindled out of the picture. We got baptized into a publishing company. Mm-hmm, exactly. New ones are being baptized into a real estate company. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't do publishing in magazines anymore. Whew. Sun is intense.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I should have.
You burn, I don't.
No. I don't want to be like. So I'm like this just to keep the sun. It's like. Anyways, they'll hand out lipstick at the baptisms now, so that you'll have proof that you truly did kiss it. Who has gotten rebaptized? Well, I have.
Rebaptized?
As in a different
Oh.
religion. Yeah, I have been baptized as a Christian. So has he. But yeah, because they all Christians say in the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, no matter what denomination you choose, except for Jehovah's Witnesses.
I have been multi-baptized, guys.
All right, we won't go into that. So, but yeah, we just, but it would be interesting to see if anyone else here has gotten baptized into a different religion or church or whatever. But yeah, that's basically all you're doing is, like QC Man says, you're getting baptized into a publishing company. Or you were, and now
Well,
it's
a realty company now.
Real estate company, yeah. God's in association with God's organization. Yeah, it's not good.
In case you guys don't know, everything they're doing is very, very, very against their charitable status and their nonprofit status in the United States. So if you guys have any info, please email us at factsonjw@gmail.com. If you know of any names of their umbrella companies, any names of their other corporations, just drop us an email and let us know. And if you know of land that they own that we haven't talked about already, like we know the land they have all up around Warwick. And we know where the governing bodies live at different places there, like in Patterson, New Jersey, there's a couple of houses they own, plus those huge apartments. Then they own those over at where those farms used to be. What's there?
Yeah, Wallkill.
Yeah, Wallkill, and then Fishkill.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I have sunscreen on, by the way. Someone was asking.
I do not.
Yeah, he doesn't like to wear it.
Yeah, it gets in my eyes and burns my face and everything.
It is weird, SD, that you have to restudy if you were disfellowship and get reinstated. I know, because you do have to study again in another book. It's so silly after you get reinstated, and it's like they usually like 6 months because they want to make sure that you will remain brainwashed, and they want to make sure that you probably haven't gotten out mentally while you were disfellowshipped. Yes, and according to the Bible, Jesus was not baptized till he was 30. Yep. When I got baptized, Jay says, part of the questions included God's Spirit-directed organization. Yeah, me too. Since the JWs no longer use that phrase, my JW baptism is invalid. Yeah. But even then, God's Spirit-directed organization, you're getting baptized into an organization, not into the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. So it never was valid anyways.
It was weird.
Yeah. What is the difference between Spirit-directed and inspired, or Spirit-directed? I would say probably not really a difference, right? Spirit-directed, so would mean the same thing.
What? This is
Spirit-directed and inspired.
Oh.
But
God's essence and inspired.
Yeah. But anyways, it's just you get baptized into an organization, and it's not really like the way you would think it should be if you're believing in God. My son asked if they were required to publish essays.
Oh, wait.
It's weird. Jehovah's Witnesses are called publishers. Yeah, because of the magazines. So instead of saying you're a member, because they also want to be different than Christians, they say
Who started
publishers.
that? Nora Rutherford.
I want to say Rutherford. Anyone can correct me on this. Maybe Rutherford, because they were already going out in field service by then. So the Watchtower magazine company, they were publishing magazines. So that's how you become a publisher, even though you're not really publishing anything.
Yeah.
Silly. But basically, it's also because they want to be different than Christians, because Christians might say member. So it's all about being different than Christians. Whatever Christians do, Jehovah's Witnesses are going to do the opposite.
Oh, yeah. If they don't, they'll make
The
sure they
Watchtower
do.
is spiraling out. They're spiraling out of control.
Yeah.
They are losing control like crazy. The books when we were younger were crazy, of course, but I'd be super insulted to re-study with the completely infantilized material they have now. How does an adult sit through that? I know. Listen, obey, and be stressed. I know. Yeah. Yes. Instead of be blessed, you be stressed.
I've heard you sing that song.
Yes. Well, it's a newer song too.
Isn't it? How many people still have the JW songs in your head?
Yeah. Those are ingrained in your head. They're forever. Here where I live,
That's
we don't see
scary. That's what I was
Jehovah's
wondering.
Witnesses on the corners anymore. Oh.
Yeah, you don't see them
Good.
anymore.
Directed means more detailed instruction than inspiration. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yet they say they are directed, so they are not listening to the direction because they keep having to update the errors. Yes, that is so true. Because they're saying that they are always getting this new light. Okay, so Jenny, you say you remember one song, From House to House, From Door to Door. No, yes,
You remember that one?
Yeah. House to house, from door to door. La 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 la. I don't remember the rest. Anyways, I could look it up. But yeah, I kind of remember it. Yeah, I think it was Rutherford that was the culprit of the publisher thing. Okay. JW songs from the 70s and 80s is what you remember.
It's scary
John?
how songs get ingrained in people, though, and they remember it.
Baptized into Satan's demon-directed organization. Yeah, I used to see them lots growing up, but my parents always made us cross the street. Oh, okay. JW songs have come back after I started watching SJW YouTube.
Oh, what is that one? Oh, because everybody, never
Yeah.
mind. Duh.
Yeah, we talk about them.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes on the prize. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who's that?
Jeff. Song 32 from House to House. Okay. I know. Oh, Pomo Sapien says they got to go. Thank you for coming
Thanks,
in.
Pomo Sapien. I
Great
love that
share as
name.
usual. Hope to catch y'all next week.
Jenny
Okay, bye,
Parker, that's a good one, too.
Bye, Pomo Sapien. Thank you for coming in today. Jehovah provides escape for the unloyal. Loyal love, God is love.
Oh, that's scary. You remember those too,
La,
so.
la, 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 la. Yeah. Firm and determined in this time of the end, but the Bible tells us that soon there will be. That's a song. The song that used to get, so I get on my nerves was where Jehovah's Witnesses, ours is the God of Jehovah. Yeah. Oh, that's the one. It's we're Jehovah's Witnesses. We speak out in fearlessness. Ours is the God of true prophecy. What comes to be? I forgot.
See, I grew up really worldly, so I know all the worldly songs.
What?
But it's weird. Music sticks in your head.
Anyways,
It's a good way to brainwash people.
Anyway, if I go look at it, I can read. I can definitely sing it.
That's
I have a
scary.
lot of songs in my head. Yeah, or also I actually know how to play some on there. The victory song. I actually did like that song. Yeah, that was a fun song. That was the one about the Moses and parting the Red Sea, and the what's that guy? The Egyptians, Pharaoh. Yeah. I was a ministerial account servant, and with so many items and with the group study meeting, and I used to refuse to do them. They used to give them to me back again. Jeff, you hated that song? Let's see, which song was it? The Time Will Pass said, Jehovah provides escape for the unloyal. The loyal. Huh?
I was just singing a song about it.
Life without which tower at last. At last. Life without end at last. Oh, yeah. Now we are one. It originally said, now we can be all that Jehovah intended. Oh, really? So they changed the line on that one. Interesting. So Time Will Pass used to sing that song when you were afraid of the dark. The Jehovah provides escape. Well, it's whatever you have to do to be comforted as a child, especially. Because I know I was scared to death of the dark.
Mm.
And that I think
That was
also
that
that's another thing
Revelations
I will
book.
say about.
Jeez.
No, before that I was scared about the the religion is that it creates so much fear, even in a child. You're scared.
Well, the end's going to happen at any moment.
Well, you're scared of demons. Everything is
Oh,
demonic.
yeah.
So everything could bring it. Like you think if you watched a movie that wasn't good, that all of a sudden demons would come in your house and that you were like bombarded by demons and you were scared to death that demons were lurking everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of stuff that you like went through my mind as a kid, that I was scared that demons were there. What he foretells comes to be. Yep. Yeah, that's it.
I've heard you do that.
I was on a funeral a couple of months ago, and the music was terrible, no vocals. I thought, what the heck? The music didn't make any sense. It was JW music. I found out later, the newer songs. Oh,
Newer songs remind me of Air Supply. I don't know why, but it just does.
That Shulamite Maiden song was only ever played at weddings. We played that song at my wedding. I hate that song. That's so funny. Of course, you also, the dedication song, of course, listen to that one when you're going to get baptized. So, of course, if I go see it, I'll know. I need to go look at it now.
Oh, no.
Well, anyways, it's too many songs. And then, of course, we got the new song. Now I got to go listen to that. No thanks.
This last one was okay, but it was still terrible. But it was okay.
The idea of demons scared me up until I woke up a couple years ago. I was like pretty much scared of the dark my whole life until now. I'm not scared anymore. I mean, within reason, of course, but I'm not like extremely scared like I was. I was terrified. Now I'm okay. So it's that fear that they put in you. It's fake fear. Nothing to be afraid of. They make you feel like you should be. Life without JW at last. Yay! That's right. Kingdom melodies have militant flavor to them. Yes. And actually, Heliocentric, he does a lot of...
Jay, Sister Fister on YouTube, if you want to hear an apostate singing JW song.
Right. She does a lot.
And she's good at singing.
Yes, she's a good singer, and she does a lot of stuff on Kingdom Melodies. And Heliocentric did his whole thing on, I don't know if you know his channel. He goes to like different religion groups, and he's an atheist, and he tells his view on things. But he mentioned that he analyzed the entire Kingdom Melodies, and most of the songs were singing about the governing body. Because he did a whole like statistic on it. It was a survey, or not a survey. Like he like analyzed how many songs and like calculated and everything. It was really cool.
Oh, Jeff still avoids garage sales because he's afraid of demons.
Yeah, not my thing. He just.
Oh, not kidding. Just kidding. I just don't like garage. Okay.
Yeah, that's funny.
You got me, Jeff.
Dumb mockeries. Jeff, you're funny.
Kingdom mockers.
Ginny loves garage sales and thrift stores. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and end the live stream now. Maverick says he wants to rewrite an Exjw songbook one day. I think that would be great.
I guess you noticed you got a wrench, Maverick. So.
I know, and we haven't seen Esther. Esther,
we missed Esther. Yeah, she'll be here though. She's got some stuff going on in her life. So
Esther,
she'll
you
be
can
here.
just pop in and say hello occasionally.
Well, she will. She's going to be back.
Remember the JW urban legend about the angel at the door protecting the JW sisters from a guy trying to kill them? Oh, I think I do remember that. Yeah.
You said that? Oh, QC man.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and end the live stream. Is there anything else you want to add? Want me to sit here and sweat up a storm?
No, not that I can think of. I feel extremely exhausted because now I'm just drained of life from this heat.
Okay. This was the
Guys,
idea.
thank you. Peace, love everybody around you.
Yes.
Always smile when things are down. Makes life better.
Yes. And use your critical thinking skills when making decisions. Yeah. Yes. First time seeing you guys. Yeah. Oh, good.
Oh, who's this?
Steve.
Oh,
and I guess I don't know how to.
Well, glad you were here. Thank
you.
you. It's,
Thank you for coming.
everybody
in.
say
Appreciate it.
welcome to him.
Okay, well, let me just mention this. Charlie says, however, with so much work, and my wife wasn't GW, I left her so much alone, and they ruined my marriage. I know they do that. They used to tell me to keep going. The only way that wife can get in the truth. However, now
I love that.
No, well, good, and I'm glad you are free.
And yes, I will keep rocking in the free world.
And
That's a good song for Exjws.
They break up families and marriages all the time. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, now you live alone.
Dallas, thanks, man.
And so they break up a lot of marriages. That they do that.
Yeah, they do. It's
It's
just
terrible, and families in general. That's how you know it's
Charlie. That's actually
a
saying.
bad religion.
Have a blessed day, guys. Yep, QC man, you too.
And wear sunscreen next time. Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna put a fan on me. That's like I'm sweating bullets.
And thank you, QC Man, for gifting the membership. We really appreciate that. And Colin says, time well spent here. Everyone stay safe. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that.
Thank you, guys.
And thank you for our members. Thank you for Patreon members and our YouTube members. And thank you all for coming in today and joining the live stream. And we will plan on seeing you again next weekend.
Guarantee it, guys.
Oh, yeah. And a cold beer there.
And what?
Get a cold beer there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a cold soda, man,
Yeah.
and smoke a joint.
Oh. All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.